this. Okay, please, I mean, can I please request you people till I complete? Can you please, can you don't ask any questions till I complete? Is that okay?
Yes, sure.
Yep.
Okay. For anything database, you need to have the connect. You have to have the database connection details. So means something like you need to know, like what is, where is the database, which server is the database, and you need to know how to connect. Okay. So right now, what I'm trying to do is I got some details. So basically, to connect to any database, you need to have a database client application. Okay. So you need to have a database client application. You can see that. SQL client. Okay. Let me just check. I'm trying to see an application. Okay, there's something called MySQL trial expired. Okay. Purchase license. There was one trial. 1 second. SQL. Okay, for Mac. Okay, I mean using Mac. So basically, you need to have a client software. Okay, to connect. So that's the reason why for Windows people, there is something called Visual Studio, or what is that? SQL Management Studio. Okay, so I have. Okay, so basically, let me check. So for Windows people, there will be something called SQL. Okay, Server Management Studio. Okay, but see, I am telling, don't try to. I'm trying to show you the tools. That doesn't mean that if you download and nothing, something is not working, then you will worry about it. I'm showing some tools. Okay. So there is a tool here. Where is our link? Okay, so if you can download this tool, that's fine. If not, that's also fine.
Is it open source?
Yeah, it is free source, yes. Okay, so similarly, I think we got this for Windows. Maybe you can use this. Okay, this is the tool which I'm using, which I am also installing. Maybe you can use that. So first of all, we need to have a tool. Then you need to have a connection details. So you need to know the details, like where is the server of database and what is the username and password. Okay. So that is indirectly called connection string. Okay. Okay. So you have a connection string, which you will have. See, this is the username. This is the server. and this is the ID, and there will be password. Okay, I think password is London $12. Okay, so here out of this you have to identify that this is your server, this is your username IT Talent Hub, and password is okay. See, there are hundreds of servers. In your company you will access to one server. Okay, and that server is this one, which is nothing but here, residing here. Okay, so I'm trying to connect to that. For that I need to have a tool. I can't directly connect. I need to have a tool. On based on the tool I can connect. Okay, it's connecting. Okay, once it's connected, so okay, here basically SQL is what you have to learn. Okay, basically first of all, as a part of database testing, I think I already said that you do something in the UI. Example, you create a doctor or create a patient in the application. Okay, and then based on that you do the UI and then go back into the database and check that the database data is coming properly or not. Okay, to check the data is coming properly or not, you need to use some commands, for SQL commands. Okay, so SQL commands point of view, there are a lot of commands, but I would say you need to mainly use SQL. They are like, you know, in any SQL there'll be like 4 operations. That's called CRUD operations. Means where you should be able to create that data, read that data, update data, and delete data. So these operations you should be able to do, but only for your testing purpose. Maximum will use read. Means we'll read the data and see if the data is correct. That is called database testing. So we read the data and see if we are getting the right data. If data is wrong, then the test case is failed. So typically, example, you go to UI. In your case, if example you got an application, you go to UI, and example you create a doctor and put all the doctor details. Then you go back and check that whether all the details of the doctor is coming properly in the database for the specific row where the doctor name is equal to whatever it is. For that, you need to know how to write a select statements. Okay, see here, if you, I'm giving this link. If you guys read this, everything, you will understand that how to write the select statements. Okay, which is the main thing. 95% you have to write the SQL is nothing but a language. It's like a language, and in that language you should be able to write some language and you will get the result. That language is SQL. Okay, so that SQL language is what you have to know how to use it, and mainly you will use it to perform these operations, and 90% you will use select. But example, you want to change the data. Example, what you want to do, you want to update the doctor's availability or his doctor's first name, last name. Then you should know how to update the data. So there is some commands to update the data. Okay, you go through this. Okay, you can see here, there are all these things. SQL update. See here, this is syntax to updated data. Okay, where you can say that update doctors set doctor's last name is equal to new name, where doctor ID is equal to 10 or doctor email address is equal to something like that. Like this, we'll have a table of data and you should be able to manipulate the data using some commands. That command is called SQL commands. Okay, is that making sense?
Yep.
Okay, do you have any questions so far?
And for a testing purpose, we say like, you know, we need data to test our application. So they give us a database. So this is what read comes into picture.
See, test data is different. Test data is when you example executing the test case, you will create your own data. Example, doctor. You will create a doctor called Shaira Khan. That is the test data. So you will just create the data in the UI and check the data is coming to the database or not. Okay. Is that so? For that, basically, you don't see you don't go and create test data. So don't mix the test data with the database of your application. Okay.
Okay.
Test
Okay.
data is the data that you use for your testing purpose. So example, you're creating a data, Shaira Khan, you use as a test data. It's your test data. Okay.
Okay.
You won't create in the database, you create in the UI and the application. Then you check that the data is coming down to the database or not.
So in that case, this SQL comes in picture wherein I can just go on the client server and check whether the input has been saved or no.
Yeah.
I thought like, while in the stage 2, how Bhuvan said like you need Apache Poi to get like, the Excel file. So I was bit confused there. What type of data is it, like for testing related? We have to get some data and test. So that was my doubt.
Apache Py, you are mixing some, nothing to do with Apache Py. That's different. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, see here, I'm showing there's a tool called, we are doing DataGrip. In this, when you connect to database, we're actually selecting this. Okay. So what database we have right now? It is which database we have to go to? Not MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite. MS SQL is what we have to connect. Can you see MS SQL? Data source, data from the URL. Import from the, okay, data source from path.
Is this your IntelliJ?
No, there's a new tool I just kept in the link. Okay.
JetBrain.
SQL database. Yes. Don't do right now. Okay. Please try to see what I'm doing. I'm writing everything in the notes. Okay. Okay. See here, I had written it. Okay. Don't get confused.
Mm.
Okay. So now what it is here? Name. So we need to give the host name and username and password. And what is this? iHealth. This is some application called iHealth application. And we need to give the connection host. Host is nothing but this one. Okay. And username and password. So what is the username here? Username is IT Talent Hub. Password is $112. Okay. Just to testing the connection. Okay. See here, click on test. Okay, succeeded means now this everything is working. So I'm able to connect my, like I am now able to connect my, I can connect my application
Server.
to the server. Okay. Now, so here it is connected. So now what you are supposed to do, you have to supposed to see a list of tables, because database is nothing but list of tables. Okay. So here you have a list of tables, like because your application, healthcare application, will have some database where the data is saved. Okay. So here I connected, and you can see here there is some database tables. So here you can see that which one I'm looking for. See here, this IT Talent Hub. Give me 1 second, guys. Please don't ask again question. Just stop. Let me see what is happening here. High health application, database access, tables in use, DBO database. 1 second. Hello guys. You know, previously I did a mistake. So here in the connection, there is one thing called catalog, means which is the database name. Okay, so this was missing previously. That's the reason why I was not able to see the tables. Okay, so I just
Yes.
now added that. Okay.
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay, C Health 1 is the database name. So that's the reason why I was able to try to see the tables, but I haven't seen it. But now you can see that these are tables. Okay, so what are the tables available here?
Admins,
Admin, doctor, patient appointment,
departments,
prescription.
doctors.
Okay, so this is our database. These are tables where the data is sitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Example, if I create a doctor from the UI and want to check that in this database, what I have to do now?
Connect to the server now.
I connected already. So what next thing I have to do?
Doctors table.
Command of the SQL.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now I need to write a SQL command. Okay, what is SQL command? Go to tutorial. SQL tutorial. So what I have to do? Select. So I need to select a statement. So what is that? Select
Okay.
star from table. Means I need to select a. So basically the syntax is I need to put the column names and the table name. This is a syntax.
Mhm.
Okay. So here column name is table name. So what column name? Are we specific about a column name of the table, or do we want to see all the records of the table of that particular table?
But how we'll get to know that which particular column has been assigned to the doctor's appointment and name and stuff like that?
So that's the reason why you have to use a wildcard star.
Oh,
Hmm.
Okay, if you use a star, then it will give all the data.
Okay.
Okay, and what is that table name?
doctors.
Oh, properly see properly. What is that?
TO2 underscore doctors.
Exactly. We need to make sure that. Okay. Now give a go. Now execute it. Okay. It is. Oh yeah. So this is the.
TC.
No. This is the other one. Okay. So we need to click on here. Now new query console. Okay. Previously it was connected.
Hmm.
Okay. Now select
Start.
T 0
Oh,
execute. Okay. Now see here, I'm now getting the data.
Hmm.
All the columns and all the records.
okay.
Okay. Sirisha, Shilpa, Sonu, Sunny, you know, all these people are doctors. And you can see all the columns and all the rows.
Hmm.
Okay. So if you see how to see all the columns, all the rows, then we just do table name, select star from table name. That's it.
Does this table has their heading, or it is just been, oh, there is heading email. So accordingly we can count 1, 2, 3, 4th. Okay, doctor name will be on the 4th column.
Yeah.
Email will be 5th. Got it. It is so interesting.
Okay. So that is the thing. But now what happens? Everything is good. But now you can see that there is one column which is very interesting, where the data is there, but you can see that there's some null values here
Fields are missing.
missing.
Hmm.
Okay. So I will try to focus on this table. Okay. Now this is where condition will come into picture. Okay. That's why I want you to go through this and connect the database and practice. Okay. Select the, okay, if I want to do what we want to select the where condition, then I have the database ready, and then I will try to understand what they're saying. So now if I understand correctly what are they saying, we have to put the where condition and put the column name. What is the
And now
column
it will be
name
a row.
here? It is the
Doctor ID.
Okay, so I'll take the doctor ID. See, because we are using advanced tool, it is giving the thing easily for us. Okay, so I'll copy this and doctor ID is equal to this.
Mm.
Okay, put a single quotes because it's a string. Okay, then execute. Now what happened? Now I am filtering my data.
Mm.
Out of everything, yeah.
Okay, so this is the look like this is a bug. So what I will do, I will raise this as a bug, and then I will try to log in with this user, okay, into my application and see what is happening. So I don't want to tell the UI, but to see what happens. So if you can try to log in and see what happens, then system may behave differently. So this is not a good data. So that is like, see, there are two things you do. You need to specifically focus on specific data. You may have million records. You can't test everything. Normally, you have to say only data that you are focused on. You need to connect. But while doing that, I found some other bug. So I will report this as a bug. Okay, saying that okay, I think now bug is okay. Okay, many columns in doctor table with ID is or null. So like this, you can create a bug. Okay.
Mm.
That is one bug. Okay. Now let us see. Let us continue testing. So let us now this is all done. Now let us remove this and see now because you had created a doctor, definitely you will have something in mind. Example, you created a doctor called sirishaactiveabc.com. Okay. So now put a where condition where doctor email is equal to single quotes. That's it. And now execute. Now I'm focusing on Sirisha. So this is my data. So now in UI, what I had entered, I may have entered the doctor name and the note and address, contact number, everything. I'm going to check even every row is coming. So I need to check, but I'm checking that. But here you see the phone number is only 6 digits. So is there any phone number like 6 digits?
No, sir.
Means that there is some problem. Means okay, there is like then there is some problem. Okay, so I need to raise one more bug. Because by default we know that phone number cannot be like this. So there's some problem, either UI problem or database insertion. Somewhere there's a bug in the application. But end of the day, if I use this contact details, then I would not be able to contact them. So the data is not good, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's it, guys. Okay, like this. I'm giving you all the. Let me give you the screenshot also of the database so that you understand. So that is how you need to connect. Okay. And I'm giving, okay, so let me give the connection. Okay, so once you're connected, again, I'm trying to disconnect and see if I can connect again. I'll show you what I had entered, okay? Yeah, this one, okay? See here, this is the thing. Okay. So in this window, you need to enter the data like this. Okay. And here in this case, put London $12. Okay. So this is the screenshot. This is how you need to enter. So simply go to this tool, click on plus, data source, Azure SQL database. Okay. Then you will have got a window. On the window, here you can give high help. And here you have to give the host name as I have given. Username and password. Username is ID Talent Hub. Password London $12. Database is C health health 1, and click on test connection. And if connection is good, then click on OK. Then you will be able to see this like this. Okay. And here just click on the DBO and tables. You should be able to see the list of tables. Okay, just for viewing purpose. But to query it, click on new query console, and from here you have to write the select commands. Example, you want to see the appointments. T04 appointments. Execute. So here I'm getting the data. 67 appointments are available. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The data what it has been entered through UI cannot be changed through here, right?
You can change. That's where the update command is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going in depth. So there's an update command. You can
That's
update.
fine.
Okay, you can update, you can delete, you can create, you can insert. So insert also you can create a new. You don't need a UI. You can create a doctor, but directly also. You can play around. I'm not saying no.
See, there is one null value also, insert intro after that. So was it related to the one which we got as a null?
Where is null value?
Can we filter the one which you have highlighted on the left hand side, SQL insert intro? Below that you have SQL null values also. Left one, left index.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is nothing to do with insert. That is different topic. It's a different topic.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys. So that is about database. So you got the access and you got all the information in your notes. I will attach that so that will be helpful for you. Okay.
So
Yes,
if
sir.
I download this JetBrain and how you have selected the sub option at Azure, I don't know whether I'm saying it right or no. So it will all come in JetBrain only, or do I have to separately download some other tools also?
No, it will come in this one. Again, I think I explained, but I'm explaining again. You
Sorry,
select
Sriram.
it, yeah, you download it, then you will you'll have an option. Just click on evaluate. There's an evaluate button, evaluate license. So you'll be going on the evaluate license. After that, you will see this screen. Now simply click on plus and data source. And in database, you have to select Azure SQL database.
Okay.
I had a screenshot for that also. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sir, I
Thanks,
found a,
Sriram.
Here, okay, you can see that.
Mm.
SQL, see this one, SQL, Azure SQL database, okay?
Mhm.
And I help London $12. Again, I'm telling, again, don't ask, sir, because in the connection string, there's no password, but I am giving the password, okay? London $12.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, but if you're connecting, if you got any issues, let me know. There may be some whitelisting problem which may block you. I'm not sure. Let me check if I can do something for that. One second. I don't think so you'll have problem. No, I don't think so. But if you have problem, let me know. Okay. Tell me.
So your domain is using that Azure something like, to save your database. So every other company will going to have their own space of storing up their data, how it was showing in the drop down, MongoDB and stuff like that. You selected the first option. So yours is your data save in that is called a server. Azure.
Yeah, that's called Azure data. See, basically SQL server is what I'm using. Okay,
Okay.
SQL server. So there are a lot of database in the world. Example, if you want to buy a laptop, there are lot of laptops, right? Dell and IBM, all these things. Okay, like that. SQL server is Microsoft SQL server is one of the kind of database.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, can you do one thing? I will try to fix this. Can you guys do one thing?
Hmm.
Can you try to do this on your computer
What's my Yep.
and give that number to me? Whatever you got it. Put paste in
Do I
the.
need to give my number as well because I've opened the Azure and I got the access to the DB.
You don't need, only Shaira Khan, whoever don't have an access. So like
Okay.
So do I have to search in my window this? What is my API?
Google.
just
Google.
Google Shaira Khan. Just Google what is my API. Sulaka, somebody had.
Yeah. Swapna.
That is not IP address, Swapna. Why is
Oh,
it?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
getting 81.111.60.175.
Yes.
Not that also.
Yeah, that one only. Please copy paste on your chart.
Yeah.
Simple thing, guys. Simple. See, Google type whatever you got, give it to me. Why you are getting confused? with small
Send.
things also?
Send.
And Lekha Sriram. You always change my name.
Why you change your name? Tell me.
My name is Lekha. You always put Lekha.
Okay. See, the keyboard is also not agreeing. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
This is Shahir Khan. Okay.
SHAIRA. Thank you.
I think mine is 86.6, right?
Yeah.
So as a company,
Shaira Khan's
Sriram, you're
is
giving us
81.111.
Sorry. Okay. Swapna, what happened? Yours.
31.48.
Oh, 31. You got a special number.
Is based on location, Sriram, or
Yes. Where are you based actually?
I'm in Slough.
Oh, okay.
Is Shaira near to my address? That's why it's showing 81 or something like that.
Where are you, Shahir Khan? Location.
next to you, East London.
Okay. Where in East London?
East Ham.
East Ham. Okay. Where in East Ham?
In that Coleridge Avenue.
Coleridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is the Coleridge Avenue?
Do you know Essex Primary School? That's a prime location, or Gandhi Carpet at High Street Road.
Oh, that the Shell petrol bunk, right?
You have so many South Indian restaurants nearby, like Hyderabad's, and then Vasant Bhavan. That's a little bit far. Taste of India.
Okay, so all your IP addresses are there, guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, guys, I think you will not have any problems. As far as you are in your home and in this,
Sriram Garu, again you put Shaira Khan name on my IP
doesn't matter.
address.
It's okay. Doesn't matter. It's okay. I think this is
Don't change, don't change.
yeah, that's fine. But as far as IP addresses are here, I'm fine. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Let's talk. Okay, let's go back to the next topic.
So Shira, what you did is like as a company or as a you're allowing us like to access your database, right? So
Exactly.
if we are going and working in any other company, they're going to give us their credential, and this is what the company laptop IP address they're going to put, and that's how we're going to get the authorization to access the database.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Sriram Garu, after installing this SQL server, it's asking the host name, host server name.
I send you the WhatsApp. Okay, don't do it in the link. I had sent everything. You can follow this. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, and the data is I kept it here also. I mean, don't rush now. Do it.
Mm.
Okay, here everything I written here. Okay, do it as per your convenient. Okay. Now let us go back to the next topic. Yeah, Sulekha, tell me what is your questions.
No, as interviewer perspective, what uh, I should be concentrating more on, because both interviewers are Indians. So